Hey everybody, me and Buster want to say welcome to Little Kahaba Junkin, where we share a whole lot of Junkin and even more Jesus. Enjoy our video. Hello, Elizabeth.
Hey, y'all.
Thank you so much for letting us come see your beautiful home again.
Thank you for wanting to.
And we also have a special guest today, Elizabeth's beautiful sister. And you can definitely tell they are siblings.
Yep.
Well, Elizabeth, I know your home is always one of our favorites, and I can't wait to show them everything.
Well, it makes me do things that I've been wanting to do. I'll have the ideas, but then sometimes they never happen.
So look, see, I just need to do a home tour every 3 months, so that way it'll make you
make me change things up.
And I love this, the rose show. And what is this? Just a basket or what?
It's actually, if you move that hat, it's got a little. It like see, it's
Oh,
a gathering.
Oh,
And see, at the bottom, it's got the little thing. You would stick it down in the ground. It's a flower gathering basket.
I love that.
That's one of the first antique things I probably bought.
Gorgeous.
A long time ago.
This is what she bought over at Vintage Views from Marcia. Elizabeth has a way of using things for different, out of their intended purposes. That is so fun.
The little picture is actually a piece I pulled out of a magazine. I had it for a very, very long time. And I decided, one day I saw it, I said, I might as well frame it. I love it.
Pretty. Yes, I just love it. And coming up her stairs, I always love this door piece. It is so pretty. But Elizabeth has just really outdone herself, and all of her bird cages are absolutely gorgeous. What is this little guy? Is he
That's Chick did that. It's just a multimedia art piece. It's an old porcelain doll, but the arms are missing off of it.
Yeah.
And then she's just done different things. And I think that right there is a pastry, like when a pastry bag. I think that's what that is. And she just created that.
That is
I loved it.
cute.
So I thought it had a gardeny look to it.
Absolutely. And she has changed up some of her things here in her living area. And I always love Elizabeth's art pieces.
And I'm telling you, none of them are expensive.
And y'all look at this one. And where'd you say you bought this one, Elizabeth?
It was in a barn.
In a barn.
Uh-huh. I think it was the same place I got this birdcage, if I remember correctly.
And y'all are just going to love this bird cage. So you and your sister, y'all go thrifting and having a Junkin and all that good stuff.
Yeah, we like to. I'm kind of rubbed off on her a little bit.
Well, you're gonna get the bug. You have to. If you're
now that I'm retired, we go to estate sales a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, that's always fun.
Yeah, she was a kindergarten teacher for 27 years.
So we applaud you.
Yes,
because,
thanks.
Yeah.
Because I could never.
All those pictures and stuff. Well, the top picture came out of a book called Land of Play, and it was already falling apart. It's dated 1912. And I love the little maypole. That's the maypole. I don't know about the other one with the 3 kids. That they're sharpening an axe.
Oh goodness. They're look,
That's the kind of things our kids used to do at mom's house.
their May festival may be a little different.
Yeah. Yeah.
And these are for your granddaughters.
Granddaughters, yeah.
And I love how you've just got that. That is a for a mason jar, right? A lid.
I needed it raised up, and I felt like it blended
that is
well.
perfect.
I
See,
got my little boy in the guest room for my grandson. He likes to sleep in there, so I put it in there for right now. That is so cordial, isn't it?
That's adorable. And these chairs are always one of my favorites. And here's your little grandson statue over here.
Yeah.
He's so
That little
cute.
French boy. Yeah, he's such a French boy.
He is.
Yeah.
So pretty.
Look at the secretary too, Cindy.
Oh my gosh, it looks great.
I love it. Where do you find most of your terracotta stuff?
Estate sales. Some of it's new. These right here were new, and I just left them outside.
And that is so pretty. Now, I've heard some people say you can put like garden lime on
Yes.
them.
Now those were already like that when I bought them, the white on there. I found a big old batch of them in an estate sale. And y'all, I'm gonna tell you a secret. This one right here, that one right there, it's broken in half, but it still stands up.
Yes, just there you go. Just hide it.
And the little terracotta vase looking thing came from the thrift store. I've actually bought some at thrift stores.
So pretty, and I love the little bunny on there. He's just chilling out. Gorgeous.
Thank you.
And I always love these columns. And you said you bought some from the lady in Thorsby.
Yeah, the tallest one came from Nancy Hewitt. I bought it from her, and it came with the column of the capital that's on the top. And my daughter has the other one, has its mate, because those were in her wedding.
Love it. And you said all the feathers came out of your yard.
Yep, all the feathers came from my yard.
And what is this? This is so cute.
Pilea, P-I-L-E-A, I think is what it's called,
I
Pilea.
love that.
It doesn't need a lot of light, and it's doing great in that little urn.
It is beautiful.
Thank you.
Elizabeth, has this plate wall always been here? I can't remember.
Yeah, it has.
I just love it.
I've had that there for a very long time.
She has.
Yeah, for a really, really long time.
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna show y'all.
when we're all here
Yeah.
eating.
I'm gonna show y'all a trick. See these? I like these. These are my
Yes.
least favorite kind of things to
See,
hang
that's
out.
the
I need to
one.
change.
That's the one that I got. Just the cheap ones off Amazon.
That's what I need to change. But these right here. But here's my favorite.
that.
Wow. That's a
Where
lot
where do
better.
you get those?
You can. I know Hobby Lobby had them at one point, but I know you can order them off Amazon. I'll give you the
That
link if you
is
want me to.
awesome.
But these, I've had these hanging for years
I
with
think
this.
put that on anything that
Yeah,
you
Yes.
yeah, exactly. And it's
Like
and you just-
architectural,
Tell
anything.
me about that. This is secret.
Yeah, I've been keeping it a secret. I've been keeping it a secret from you.
You cannot tell that they are siblings. where all the magic happens with her grandbabies. Elizabeth, are you a baker?
I'm not really a baker. Cindy's more of the baker. I'm more of a savory cooker. I like to cook, you know, all kinds of things. But yeah, Cindy's more of our baker of the
I always do the desserts when you always get you.
Yeah.
I'll bring a jug of tea
That sounds good.
and some cornbread.
I hadn't had any cornbread in a while. I've got some kale in the refrigerator, so I think I'm gonna cook that up and have me a pan of cornbread. That's
Oh, that sounds good.
Scott won't touch any of it.
I love cornbread.
I do too.
Hey, but being the youngest, I always, when we first got married and started bringing things to family dinners, I was always like, Cindy, you just bring the salad.
Bring the
I'm
salad.
like, okay.
Hey, but you know the salad's probably the most expensive thing to bring now.
Nowadays it
Nowadays, for
is,
sure,
for
but
sure.
I would make sure that I brought everything I could think of. That
You're
would
like,
go in
this is
salad.
gonna be
This
the
is gonna
best salad they've
ever.
ever had. Yes.
Awful. And it was in the I was down in the basement, and I wasn't even thinking about it. You could tell it had gotten wet, and so we're smelling it. But you could hear the floor above us creaking.
We were scared.
When y'all were,
It didn't even cross my brain that it could fall in. Cindy was like, Elizabeth, you're gonna, you know. And I went back into a closet. Cindy goes,
Don't
really making me
fall
nervous.
Really making me nervous.
But I found those, and I didn't pay very much for them.
that's right.
And they're the 1920s.
The things we do for junk.
I know.
And she had shown here, and Elizabeth's talking about finding these blue willows in the basement, and she almost got trampled from the people above.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, the floor in the hall was bowed, y'all. So
There was some water damage or something to that house.
yeah, it was settling weird or something.
Kitchen
Yeah, we got some good stuff.
And I got those little that I haven't used yet, but the little fall needle point
Yes,
things that I'll be
yes.
using next fall.
And we haven't, you know, I need to refresh my herbs, and y'all actually do use those herbs. Now this is lavender, so I'm gonna be good with that. But I actually use those.
I love it.
My herb garden out there needs some
And
good
I
attention.
love those. They're so pretty.
I remember where I got those.
I don't know if it's from Elizabeth, but I've gotten a bowl fetish now. So.
Yeah. I don't think it's for me. I don't want you to think that.
I don't either.
Of course not.
My most surprised one is that Roosevelt one.
I don't blame
And I
you.
always show these because they're just the cutest. Like, who thinks of doing this? And it's just so sweet.
My open cabinets, one day I'm gonna fix that.
I like them. I love all the blue. I love all the blue
Now that
mason
over the
jars.
stove will definitely stay that way. I would probably, I think if I just paint the inside of them, it will help.
It'd be really pretty. Or your wallpaper or anything.
Yeah, I think behind there, I think I should put something fun back there. So, Kayla gave me that.
Oh my gosh, that's so cute.
I'm not getting one, it just needs to be repotted.
Absolutely. I need repotted linen.
And this was Elizabeth's little prize from us today. It says, I'm not getting old. I just need to be repotted. Are these from your yard, Elizabeth?
Oh gosh, no.
Oh, I was about to say, dang girl, you
I
got
did-
them coming in early.
I did grow several. I thought about just putting some cherry tomatoes in with my flower bed.
Oh, you could, yeah.
Because Jackson loves those. He would eat even when he was little, when I had him growing out front, he would go and pick them and just eat them.
I love how you've just got all this stuff stuck in here. It's just adorable.
Thank you.
And your creamers that everybody loves. I love all the little sheep too.
Yeah,
They're
my
so
too. That's my
cute.
favorite.
Yes. Cindy can tell
You
you.
should see her when we find them somewhere. She goes
Yeah.
crazy.
And-
And she'll be like, "Do I have too many?" I'm like, "No, just
No,
get it."
just get it. And Elizabeth made this wreath. I mean, what
I
What?
made the wreath too.
what are we doing, y'all? She has went out in her yard and foraged for
She
some
learned that from Mom too.
some
Yeah,
grapevine
yes, I did.
and made a wreath and then tucked the boxwood in it. Like, I can't even fold a fitted sheet.
Oh Lord, I can't do that.
And
It's lucky it's not just a wadded up ball.
yes, that's usually what I do too.
Yeah,
Just throw it
exactly.
in the closet.
Yeah. Those big old ironstone pictures, I didn't pay more than $20 for any of them.
That is insane.
I found them at different antique malls, like Angels
Gorgeous.
and also Bama Flea Mall.
I've,
That was a bunch of years ago.
I've never found one for that price.
I think one was 20 and I think two of them were 20 and one was 10.
That is crazy.
I love it.
And Elizabeth
That's
made
the thing,
these.
I know the
Yeah.
samplers and everything.
Well, you can see 1988, 1992. I don't remember when I did the welcome. Remember Mom's great big welcome.
Now, 1988 was the year I got married.
Mhm.
But I remember you doing that welcome a long time ago.
Mhm.
I think you've had that in almost every place y'all lived on that too.
That was the first time Scott went to Six Flags. It opened in 1967, and that's 1968.
Oh, that's cool.
And that is a Wemo Frisbee. That was his.
And what did you say?
Of course it
What
was.
year was this Frisbee, Elizabeth?
1969.
That is awesome.
Hey,
No, 68. The Frisbee was 68, and the map was 69.
And he loves his Doc Savage.
Yes, is Doc Savage.
And I love this beautiful Alabama map. And you got that from Susan, didn't
Yeah,
you?
I sure did. And what I loved about it, it's 1955, which was the year Scott was born. Even though he wasn't born in Alabama, but you know,
I still love it.
I still love it. And I've got to put these up. He's a retired police officer. And that's his retirement plaque, but they didn't date it. I wish they had dated it. Like 1984 to 19,
yeah.
you know. And
That's
then this is
crazy.
his 10-year recognition. So
Yes.
I gotta get those hung up.
I love it. And I love this chair.
That one too. Scott sits in that one right there and reads. I think he likes the bright sun.
yeah.
You said this pretty secretary belonged to her. And what
Yes.
did y'all call her?
Nana. That was
Nana.
Scott's Nana. Cindy even loved Nana.
I did. I loved Nana.
And this is probably, I think it was his first uniform. I think it was the badge from his, patch from his first uniform.
And Elizabeth said that Nana would be in her 90s driving around people that were younger than her to their doctor's appointments. And what'd she say, Elizabeth?
She'd go, oh, I had to take some old people to the doctor today. And she was older than they were.
Because she was in that good of a shape. That's
I-
awesome.
That's my goal, is to be like Nana.
Yes,
She was a little bitty thing and so funny. This picture reminds me of Bonnie and Clyde.
it does.
That car.
Especially with the car.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
And her hair, the way her hair is. And
I love it.
this little shoe last is 1955, May 55, which is Scott's birthday,
I love all that.
birth month. And that's a 48 star flag over there.
It's perfect.
And he collected these. It's from some gas station, I can't remember. And Lyndon Johnson is the last president, so.
I love them.
My favorite stuff.
Yes, this is her sentimental room.
Well, practically my whole
Well, the whole house,
Yeah,
yes.
but yeah, this is.
And her Scots for her husband, Scott, her Scotties. And you said whose glasses were these?
That was my grandmother wardrobe sunglasses. This little key was worn in, Scott wore that on his lapel in my daughter's wedding. And then that was my great-great-grandmother's pin.
I love it.
It was the grandmother that raised my grandfather. So, that where all those postcards.
Yes.
I don't have any postcards out. That one was one of them, actually. That one right there was one. I just like the little boy.
He is adorable. Yes.
The little purses up there are new since y'all been here.
Yes, I love that. Those are adorable. I actually was I with you? Were we with you? And I bought the little coin
Yes,
purse.
the clean one. Yes.
I'm taking that with us up to the
Yes.
show.
And
Yes.
that's a crazy quilt. A crazy quilt. And I found the date on. I think it's 1903, and the name right here. Right.
I said it's
1902,
right?
1902.
Yes. I just
And
love that.
My aunt gave me this. See Elizabeth in her German garden.
I love that.
And then this one right here, this is Faithful Shirley. My mother's name was Shirley, and I got her that book for her birthday one
love
year.
that.
And then she called me, she goes, Elizabeth, this has a sequel. You've got to find me the sequel. I thought, oh my gosh, because they're dated like early 1900s. I said, I don't know. And I did. I found the other ones, The Faithful Rewarded.
I love it. And I love her dress form in here with the top hat and everything. It's just gorgeous.
And that's a man's collar, but I still think it looks cool.
It looks awesome. And I love that piece. Oh, it's gorgeous.
This is, I know this is not an E, but it kind of reminds me of
It
one.
does
So
look like
that-
an E. Scott and
it's
Elizabeth. That's what I thought it was.
I can't tell if it's an E or not. It's probably a G, but
It looks like
It looks enough like an E to me.
Yes. This is where her grandson likes to sleep, she said. I would too. I would never leave.
that's him. That's for his. Like I got the little girl
Yes.
heads, and then I picked him up. Actually ordered him off Amazon.
So pretty.
I have a vintage brass chandelier.
Oh, that's going to be so
Somebody
pretty.
spray printed it black.
Oh, no.
And I've decided instead of trying to get it off, I'm going to use rubber buff on it.
Yes.
Because over that black, it'll still look good and all that
Yes.
texture. And I got enough crystals to put the crystals back on it too. So my nephew's going to do that. And then over here, I have a leaded glass window that's going to go there, but it's so heavy, I was afraid to try to hang it.
Yes.
So Jacob's going to come help me do that too.
And Elizabeth, so she's the one that had told me with my architectural pieces that I bought at Petals about this. And she has a tension rod up here and is using these beautiful pieces as her curtain hanger. It's so pretty. I just love it.
And I'm going to put a board on the top. I think it'll across the top to make it look kind of like a shelf.
It
I
is
think that'll
so
help it.
pretty. I just love it.
I told you last time she came from the thrift store. My bus did.
I love her.
I made the little crown.
It is adorable.
It's a shoe clip and some kind of trim.
It
Something.
is just absolutely adorable.
That's my mama there in that little bitty silver frame when she was little.
Love it.
And this is me. I think this is first grade, I think.
I love it. That is so sweet. And your beautiful plate wall, I just love it. With her transferware, it's gorgeous.
I bought a couple pieces and then went back and got the rest of them because I wanted to fill it all up. Do you know what these are called?
No.
They're called bone plates.
Bone plate.
What they would do is they would set the plate and they'd put the bone plate, see how it's curved? They'd put
Yeah.
the bone plate like this for you to put your bones on. Probably for
Wow,
fish or chicken
yes.
or something like that.
And I love this picture right here. It's so
Me too.
sweet. But a bone plate. Well, I need that when I go to Buffalo Wild Wings.
There you, I know.
I'm gonna
I
say-
get a bone basket.
I'm gonna say, can y'all even have bone plates? What is this place?
I know, right?
Elizabeth have these for her and Scott's birth year, and I just love that. I'm gonna start looking for stuff like that, which it won't be super vintage for Well, I don't know. I'm getting pretty vintage, aren't I?
Yeah, I'll tell people all the time I'm vintage.
Yes, honey, we're not old. We're vintage.
Yes, we're vintage.
And your beautiful door, I just love that. Go into your closet. That's your closet back there,
Yes,
isn't it?
uh-huh.
Gorgeous. And you had this framed,
I did.
and you found out it was a pastel
It's a
painting.
pastel. Mm-hmm.
Gorgeous.
And that up there in that little corner are the artist's fingerprints. Those little dots right
I
there.
love this picture.
I went to
It's
Griffith Art
gorgeous.
Gallery and they were really helpful with me. They put it under they made sure it was under conservation, matting and all that kind of stuff. Because the artist was born in 1900.
It is
And
gorgeous.
And I found one little blurb about something being sold of his in 1920 something. Other than that, or something of his painted in 1920.
And this is a new nightstand, and I love the marble. I told her, and it's just gorgeous.
Found it at Myrtle Jane South. Of course, then we got, the CPAP in our weather radio.
Absolutely. Well, those are necessities.
Well, see, I don't like to rely on my phone. I was in a house in the 70s when a tornado hit Pelham and it hit our house, and we were in the house.
Yes.
So they make me very nervous.
I hate weather. I hate tornadoes.
And
yes.
so we've always got that, and of course we got our phones too now. But I want redundancy.
That's right. I'm a heavy sleeper. I need somebody to pay somebody to come in here and shake me awake because I will sleep through the sirens.
Yeah. See, Pelham doesn't have sirens anymore.
Oh, I
Because
did not know
they
that.
said, well, there's so many places that you don't hear them anyway.
Yes.
And so they just decided to let it go. I didn't realize it, but they said it's extremely expensive to keep them up.
Well, I love my weather radio, and
Yeah.
it will wake up the dead.
Yes. It will. And then so we got our phone set to do that. and a couple weather apps that'll do it, and then we got that too. Because when I travel, I like to, because I let that one, my weather one, run my location in the background.
Yes.
So that when we're traveling, if something happens, then we'll
be ready to go.
ready to go.
This is probably my favorite whole thing of Elizabeth's out here is her deck. It is just absolutely gorgeous. Especially, I love her potting bench over there, or her potting. What do you call it?
I call it potting bench.
Potting bench. Okay.
Yeah. I still want to run water to it. I'm thinking just a hose.
Yes.
You know, so that I can have water in there.
So pretty. I just absolutely love everything. And it's like she lives in a tree house. I bet.
We love our deck. Love our deck. It's one of my granddaughter's favorite places to come out.
I bet.
You see their stuff over there, their kitchen.
Yes, that's.
Restore kitchen.
I love it. And all of I've never even seen one with a top like this.
Yeah, that's my private. I put that out on my front porch around Christmas.
That is gorgeous.
4th of July and stuff.
And look at that geranium, how beautiful.
Yeah, I still got to get some more flowers. I hadn't got all my flowers yet.
Well, it's just now getting warm enough.
Yeah.
We've had a couple of cold snaps.
Yeah, so I was hoping that bird up there would keep other birds away. It doesn't work. I pulled one nest out, which I don't mind them in there. I like it actually, but it attracts rat snakes.
True, yes.
I've come out here before, and rat snakes don't scare me. I just don't want them to surprise me if I reach my hand up in there or something.
Well, and they sneak right up on you.
Uh-huh.
And what did you say this was called, Elizabeth?
Scotch moss. It likes shade.
I love that. I'm gonna have to stop by and grab me some. Absolutely.
And this right here,
beautiful.
y'all. Oh, there's my frog. Y'all look, there he is. It's my little tree frog. He's a little gray tree frog. See him?
Look at his little.
He sits out on the deck and watches up out on rails sometimes, and I like to listen to him. This right here fell out of my trees. Vines were up all over. I have a big piece down there. I need to go get to him right there.
That is gorgeous.
But Jackson and I found that when we were out there one time, so we decided it needed to come in here.
I love it, and all your galvanized stuff. Everything is just so pretty.
That's my granddaughter's. We take that down.
That's
and
their
fill up
wash
the water.
bucket. That's their kitchen wash bucket there.
There's the nest I pulled out from behind one of the terracotta pots.
I love it. Little fairy lights. I love it.
But let me show y'all a trick. There's a battery pack. I put it in a Ziploc bag and I turn it this side so the water doesn't.
Yes.
And I put a magnet back here because the batteries
are
a magnet will
magnetic.
hold. Yeah,
that
the
is so
batteries are magnetic,
smart.
so I'm able to.
Elizabeth, you are so crafty.
I just try to figure things out because I want it to be
Yes,
a certain way.
yes.
So I gotta figure it out.
Yes. This one here
Yeah.
is a German.
It's from the 30s or 40s.
My
It's
goodness.
from Germany. I'm like, hey, you know what? That means it survived World War II.
That is right. It's well made.
Yeah.
I love everything. And I love how you've got the little labels down in there. That is just so adorable.
I'm gonna get a real plant to go in that little bird pot, but I just stuck a fake one in there.
And I want some of those so bad. Everything is just gorgeous, Elizabeth.
Thank you.
You know, every time I come, I tell everybody, I'm like, how many times I say, oh, it's so cute or it's so gorgeous. And I love that giant bottle rack.
Oh, I do too. It's one of my favorite things.
There's their shopping cart.
Yes, it is.
I love it.
Stuff in it.
It's so sweet. And this is another piece of that plant. I just
Scotch moss.
love
Like
that.
shade, so I'm not sure it's going to survive there. I may have to move it.
And
I had more shade there.
your raccoon poop scale.
Yep.
That you
That's right.
the things we do
That's
for
right.
junk. Absolutely beautiful. We've been laughing and cutting up. Well, Elizabeth, thank you, and your sister and her husband's in there now. So we just have a house full, and thank you for letting us come and see your beautiful home. It was gorgeous as always.
Thank you so much. I'm still in awe that people want to see it. And
Well, I
it
don't know
makes
why,
me happy.
because it is gorgeous. Well, you can tell that you have a love for vintage and
I do.
a beautiful eye, and you've been doing this a long time. So,
Yes, I have. Very long time.
and you
It's something I
have,
love.
you're going to be having a sale coming up.
Yes. Yeah. Right now, it's going to be, if I've got my dates right, Thursday, June the 6th, I'm going to do it from like 4 to 7. in the afternoon. So maybe people who work. And then Friday from probably like 10 to 4, 10 to, it depends. I don't have enough for 2 full days.
Yes.
But it's going to be a lot.
And we had talked about me coming and maybe doing a little preview of it for everybody. And we hope to see y'all come out to Elizabeth's little event that she's going to have. And we're going to give her some money where she can buy some more stuff.
Because I need more stuff.
Yes. And hopefully I can get some of these treasures. And everything is just gorgeous. So,
and if you watch it on my Facebook page and my Instagram, I'll be announcing it too.
Yes, and I will link those below. And thank you so much, Elizabeth. We love you. We love your home.
Thank you.